Karting Arrive and Drive World Cup here in Malaysia. The Drivers' Parade underway as it's a final time for the 107 drivers who had entered into this weekend. Only 28 per class have made it into this very important race, which will see multiple drivers from all over the world take part in these next two races. But there you can see them heading out onto the track to kickstart their Drivers' Parade before we hear the national anthem of Malaysia. And then, of course, we see those all-important finals. I'll be down there in and amongst the drivers in a moment's time, chatting to some of them. But there you can see smiles on board for all of the drivers here this weekend as they get ready to go racing for one final time here this weekend at the fabulous LYL circuit in Malaysia. Well, for all of these drivers here, it is a proud opportunity to represent their nations as the fields of 228 groups line up ready on that start-finish straight ahead of what will be quite a very, very busy couple of finals out there. We've already seen the B finals racing, but of course these A finals is where it's all important. Those fabulous array of trophies, the medals there as well to be awarded to all the finalists out there as well in this classes, both in the junior and the senior category. All of these drivers have done a brilliant job to get their names up into this final, and like we say, only 28 drivers from both classes have been able to put themselves on this final grid. And that is countries spanning all the way from New Zealand, Italy, Japan, Poland, Indonesia, Finland, the UAE, Denmark, the USA, Singapore, Australia, Sweden, the Philippines, Malaysia, Great Britain, the Netherlands, Canada, India, Slovakia, Ireland as well, Germany, France, and Thailand. There's been plenty of nations from all over the world here being represented. It is an absolutely fantastic sight to see. But for all of these drivers here, while we race in and around the world, of course, we always love to hear the national anthem of the nations that we do visit, of course, when we go to either country in Europe or here in the southeast of Asia. And we take this moment now with all the drivers lined up, ready. We will now listen to the national anthem of Malaysia. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Malaysia, a proud country and nation to represent this year the first ever FIA Karting Arrive and Drive World Cup. And they're singing this song. Connie NG, they're taking place on the grid, singing the wonderful anthem of Malaysia. Well, the medal ceremony now gets underway. Of course, 28 drivers from each category have made it into this final, of course. And it's been quite the challenge to do just that thing. It's been very close in the points, of course. In the junior category, though, absolutely dominated by the driver, to be awarded to him to start this one on pole position after qualifying 6th place overall, finding himself on the sharp end of the field for this one. And Andrea Galimberti in the juniors as well, still tantalisingly close as well. 3rd in TQ, 2 wins or 2 second places, I should say, and a win put him on 138 points for the Italian, meaning he'll be starting alongside in the juniors. There you can see on your screen CIK FIA President Takbar Ibrahim presenting the seniors with their medals, and it's been another very close run in the seniors as well. Nilsson of Denmark taking the honours, starting on the top spot for this final later on. 144 points to the name after qualifying 3rd, 2 wins and a 2nd place in his A versus C race, put him right to that sharp end for the senior category. A very busy moment for all of the drivers here, as, like you say, one more final race to go. And it's a long one as well. The juniors, now, their longest race of the weekend, 17 laps, 25-kilometre race distance for the junior class. The seniors, a staggering 20-lap final, 30-kilometre race distance ahead of them. It is certainly going to be quite a frantic race for them. But the longest race they will have done over the course of this weekend, and this is really going to where the endurance side of kart racing comes into play. Like a 10-lap race from what they were doing earlier on in the weekend was certainly quite extreme. You could see the fatigue on the drivers afterwards. double that race distance, 20 laps, then yes, becomes a little bit more challenging for the drivers. But like you say, they've been working hard to get themselves ready for this race, and so far over the course of a very busy day yesterday of 12 qualifying heats and into today for these finals, they've all done an absolutely superb job there to get themselves into these finals. But like you say, the job is not done just yet. Plenty of action to come up, as we will see the juniors and the seniors out for their last race of the weekend here, as we will see the drivers make their way back. We'll see the karts head out onto the circuit as well very soon. The last few photos being taken there with the great work done by not only the officials, the marshals, but also the hard-working team over at OTK, the Vortex crew, the guys from Cosmic, and the guys from Tillotson as well with the carburetors also. They've done a brilliant work with delivering a fantastic package for the drivers here this weekend in the first ever FIA Karting Arrive and Drive World Cup here in Malaysia. A big hats off to everyone for their hard work here this weekend on and off the track. We certainly couldn't go racing without everyone pushing in 100% effort around it as well. And a big thank you as well, of course, to the Motorsports Association of Malaysia, who have been able to host such a fabulous event here at the LYL circuit just outside the fantastic city of Kuala Lumpur. Well, those last few photos are just being taken there. Plenty of support out here, of course, from the FIA with the women in motorsports here as well this weekend. We saw many ladies race this weekend. I think the biggest number we've seen in FIA karting, 15 ladies racing into this weekend, and so many drivers as well pushing forward. But of course, so many people watching this from around the world, including the FIA president himself, Mohammed bin Sulayman, who unfortunately couldn't be here, but did leave us with this short message.
Dear President, dear members, dear competitors, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry I cannot be with you in person, but it is an honor to address you here today. Welcome to the first FIA Karting Arrive and Drive World Cup. This is a landmark event for accessible and affordable motorsport. The Arrive and Drive format reduces cost barriers and puts racing talent center stage. Increasing accessibility into our sport is vital, and we are doing so while providing a global platform for the next generation to shine. I am proud to see so many competitors in Malaysia. This competition is more than just racing. It is the future of motorsport. With over 100 drivers from every corner of the globe, this World Cup will show the diversity, passion, and incredible potential of the next generation of racers. The prizes on offer reflects our commitment to support the world champions of the future as they begin their racing careers. We are investing in the next generation, and the workshops we will provide for the drivers, covering safety, medical sporting conduct, and media training, demonstrate our commitment to their development and the future of our sport. I am confident there will be incredible racing, close competition, and a commitment to development both on and off the track, reflecting the true spirit of karting. To every competitor, enjoy the experience, learn from every lap, and give it your all. As you take to the track, know that the skills you are developing and connections you are building go far beyond racing. May this experience be the beginning of a long and successful journey in motorsport. Thank you, and I wish you the very best of luck. Just make your luck.